Hey guys, so this is my first YouTube video, and if you want to see how I did this look, then please continue watching this video and I hope you enjoy. So please subscribe, like and comment anything you want, and yeah, enjoy.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to start off by using this foundation, which is Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid in 10 Ivory. And they do have quite a lot of colours, so you'll probably be able to find your shade. And so I pumped it on my hand, and I'm going to use this massive chunky brush to just put it all over my face. And I got that brush and the collection off of Amazon, which is really affordable. I'll put it in the description box below. And so I'm blending it into my skin and just making sure I get that even coverage. And now I'm making sure that all of the foundation I use goes down to my neck also. This is because you don't want any colour differences, or you can see foundation and then you can see your skin. You want to make sure it's all even and everything looks the same. And now making sure that you blend it well on your forehead, and just blend it nicely everywhere, and make sure you blend it up to the hairline, because we don't want to see foundation and then just the odd skin here and there. So make sure you blend it out really nicely. I pumped a little bit more on my hand because I needed some more, but it's up to you really, but just make sure you have even coverage, of course. Now, if you have any leftover product, make sure you use it all over your face. Don't leave anything left, because, don't want to waste your money, do you? So I just put it in the places that need it the most, like spots or just any blemishes, And now I'm going to be using L'Oreal True Match Concealer. This stuff is really good. I just bought this recently and I think this stuff is awesome. And I'm using 10 Ivory. And this has good coverage, so it's super blendable, so it doesn't like drag along your skin when you use it, which I think is awesome. So this stuff is good. Now to blend this out, I'm going to use my fingers. I think using my fingers is better than using the brushes, because I feel like the product will rub off more on the brushes than on my fingers. And now I'm going to be using Lumi Magique by L'Oreal, and this is in number 1 Light. And this stuff is really good also. Like, I used to use this as concealer, but then obviously it was way too light, and if I walked out in the sun you could totally see it on my head. So I just put it on my hands, just at the back of my hands, because when you twist it and then just put it immediately on your face, you get too much product on your face. So I like to put it on the back of my hand and then put it on my face. Now I'm highlighting how I usually would, and I put it on my forehead, down my nose, the top of my cheeks, my cupid's bow and my chin. Just the areas where you want the sun to naturally hit you, so you're just enhancing them features. Now to blend all of this in, I'm going to use this chunky brush, which is another brush. This is a kind of angled flat brush, which is also part of the collection, which I used as my foundation brush. And I'm just going to pat this in, like how I would do it with a stippling brush. Since this is kind of flat, I would use this like a stippling brush, but I'm just slightly dragging it out and then stippling it all over my face, just so I'm not completely removing the product. Just enough so that it blends in nicely with the foundation and then on my skin. And of course, bring it up to the hairline. Make sure you do not forget that, because you don't want a patch of highlighter and a patch of foundation. I will be using Maybelline Matte Maker, which is a mattifying powder, which I use religiously every time I do my face because I have oily skin, and oily skin is a no-no, so I have to cover this up. And I'm using 50 Sun Beige. And I'll also be using my Real Techniques brush, which is NYX Picks, and I got this from Superdrugs. And now I am a makeup addict, so every time I walk into Superdrugs I have to get something, and I saw this was £20, her collection, so I just had to buy it. And so I'm just putting this all over my face, just making sure I mattify all of my face. I don't want to miss any spots, and I'm making sure that I get my T-zone also because I get oily around there a lot. And now I'll be using Be Sculpted by B. This is their contouring palette, and I will be using 109 Light. Now, if you get something too dark, it will look like you fell over and you scratched your face in dirt, which I don't want that to happen to me. So I chose the correct colour, which is light, and I got my angled brush, and I'm going to just apply this slightly above my cheekbone, on it and slightly above it. And then I'm just doing the little pouty face just to find my cheekbones a little. So whatever helps you to find your cheekbones. If you're lucky enough to have some beautiful cheekbones, well, it'll be easy for you to apply it. So using the same kit, I'm going to be applying their highlighter just above where I've applied my contour. And I'll be using a flat foundation brush. And the brushes that I've used, the contour brush and this brush, I got that also off of Amazon, and I got that as a bundle, which was 14 pieces probably, and I'll put that in the description box below also. And now I'm going to be using my fingers just to blend it out a little bit, just to blend it out a little more than the synthetic brush. And now I'll be applying the contour from the same kit on my forehead, the temples of my forehead and on the top of my forehead, just to give my forehead a little bit more depth, because I know I have quite a big forehead, so I'm just going to give it just some slight shadow, and that's the whole idea of contour, just to give some shadow on your face. Now I'm putting it on my jawline just to give it a little bit more depth so that my face doesn't look too big. So people with wide jaw lines, they usually put it there just to make their face appear smaller. Now using my sleek eyebrow pencil, it's got both a brush on one end and a pencil on the other, so I'll be using the brush first, then the pencil after, and this is in dark 718. And I'm just going to be brushing my hairs into a normal position, so, you know, facing a normal position. And then I'll be filling them in, not too much, but just enough to give them a little shape. It can literally take me forever just to get my eyebrows how I want them, but you know, no one's perfect, so you'll just have to do with what you got, and you know, this is what I have, so I'm just filling them in nice and lightly, giving them slight shape, trying to make them look at least identical to one another, so yeah. And now I'll be using Avon's eye primer, which is in light beige, and I did get this from an Avon representative who is my mum's friend, so of course I ordered quite a lot of makeup. But I'm just going to get this by my finger and just put it all over my eyelid, just making sure I get some even coverage on my eyelid, making sure that it goes all over it, everywhere. And if you have put too much on one, you can just put it on the other eyelid, you know, it doesn't matter. And now taking B Vivid eyeshadow, this is a beautiful colour. This is 107 Cinnamon, and I chose this colour because I really like using these type of browns, because I like to use them as a base colour usually and then putting like heavy colours on top of it. But now I'm just going to put this all over my lid and just making sure it goes everywhere, because I'll be putting another colour on top of that. And I am now using my Real Techniques brush. This is just the base brush. Yeah, this is just the base brush, and I just use this to put all my eyeshadow all over my lid. Now I'm just going to brush it right under my eye just to give it a little bit of colour on my lower lash line. Just a little colour. And now using Barry M's eyeshadow pencil. This is some smooth stuff, but I look so confused, but I couldn't find the name of this, but I'm going to call it Champagne. I think that's what it is. It's like a champagne white colour. It's not pure white, but it's champagne. But I'm going to put this on the inner corner of my eyes, and then I'm going to put that slightly, not too much to the middle, but just more to the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to put that on the top lid and on the lower lash line. Now to blend this out, I'm going to use my fingers again, like how I did with the concealer, because I think if I used a brush that the product would come off too much on the brush. So I think using my fingers blends it out nicely a bit more and doesn't give it too much of a harsh line as a leftover. And I do this for the top quite a lot just to blend it out nicely. Now I'll be using this small eyeshadow brush, which is from the same bundle as the contour brush and the foundation brush, and I'll be using this palette, which is by MUA, and this is called Glitter Ball. And I'll be using the white colour, which is very glittery, very glittery. All the colours in this palette are just amazing, but they're all very glittery. No wonder it's called Glitter Ball. But I'll be using this, and I'll be patting the white eyeshadow on top of the white pencil that I just used. I used the white pencil as just a base so that this glittery eyeshadow would stick to it a bit more nicely, and so it wouldn't have too much fallout, and then I'd have to cover that underneath my eyes again, so it just stuck to it nicely. And I'll be putting this all over the inner eye. Now I'll be using this amazing product, which is L'Oreal Superliner Ultra Precision, and I love this product. I'm in love with it. It is the most easiest thing ever because I struggle. The struggle is actually real for me when I do my eyeliner. I have to keep doing it over and over and over and over again, but it was just so easy to apply it now that I have this. And this was also a random buy, so I'm so glad I picked this up. I thought, why not? And since I am a makeup addict, you know, I did go for it, and I bought quite a lot of things along with it. So, and for me to create this flick, I make sure I line up my eyebrow, the end of my eyebrows, with my eyes. So I just point it up towards it, and then I just drag it back in, and it's just so smooth, which I really like about it. It doesn't drag your skin. And being left-handed, it is super hard for me to do my right eye. So I always struggle, like it is a real struggle to do my right eye. Not just my left, but my right is just the worst usually. But now that I have this, it just makes everything super easy, which I love. And being a slight perfectionist, I just have to get that point in. I just have to. It is so important to me to get that point. If that's on point, your makeup's on point. That's me. And using some lash curlers, I think I got these from Primark for £1. So that is, you know, very affordable. And I'm going to be curling my lashes. Now, I have Asian lashes, so mine face downwards. They are completely straight, which is super annoying, but in the end, I do get my lashes somewhat pointing up to the air, but it takes me a little bit of time just to get them pointed up. So what I do is I clip them from the roots, then I do it from the middle, and then I do it right at the tip of my lashes, just to give it a full curl, not a 90-degree angle curl, which is really not nice. Now, taking Clinique's High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara. I got this from the party set. I think it was called Party Eyes. Yeah, Clinique Party Eyes. And I bought this set for £25. It was limited edition. I was so glad I bought this. This mascara is great. I think this is the only thing I actually use. I've probably got like 8 mascaras or something, but this is the one I use the most because I really like it. The bristles are really nice. They really separate your lashes, and also you can really apply so many layers of mascara, and it doesn't clump up completely. It doesn't really clump up that much. Like, it doesn't make 5 lashes into one, which is I can't. But if that is your thing, you do you, boo. So yeah, that it's not my thing, but I really like how it separates my lashes. Using Rimmel's Scandalize Kohl pencil, this is in black, I'm going to be lining my waterline, my lower waterline. I like the way my eyes look when I line my lower waterline. I don't know, I just really like the way it makes my eyes look. So yeah. My eyes water really quickly, so I had to do this really quick. So whenever I usually do it, my eye sometimes tears up. So I don't know, I've got these sensitive eyes. Now taking the same mascara, I'm just going to put mascara on my bottom lashes. Now I make sure I don't put too much on my bottom lashes because I don't want it to look too much. Just a light layer, just a light little layer to open them up. And now using this blush, which I got off of Superdrugs online, I'm going to be applying this with a Primark brush, which I got recently. I think this was £2, but it's super fluffy and it's really nice. And I really like this blush because it's got 3 colours to it, so mixing it together just has some beautiful pink glow to it, which I really like. And I'll just be dusting this off on my cheeks. Now using this small blush brush, this is from the same bundle, it's called Bundle Monster, I'm going to be using MUA's Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter. They only have one colour, this is the only shimmer highlighter they have, so there's no other colours. But I'll be applying this on the places where I put the liquid highlighter before. So the same places at the top of my cheeks, my forehead, down my nose, my cupid's bow and my chin. And here's me looking all confused because I have so many lipsticks from Makeup Revolution and I have no idea what to choose, but I was thinking on something purple. Something very bold also, so I forgot to show the name, but this is Makeup Revolution Rebel with Cause. I love this colour. This has the same exact pigmentation as Sleek Smother. It looks exactly the same, but this lipstick was only £1, so I ordered so many and there I was being confused with what colour to use. But here I am being a perfectionist, but I do love my lipsticks. And here is the final look. See you guys in my next video, and thanks for watching.